So what's going on, guys? It's JM, it's Speedboxing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel before you click on 20 more videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you have any opinions on what I'm saying in any of my videos. Really helps me out if you guys would help me push up my subscribers, like it's highly appreciated. So Julius INDONGO defeats Ricky Burns by a wide unanimous decision tonight in Glasgow at the SSE Hydro Arena in Ricky Burns' backyard. On the three judges' scorecards, INDONGO won a unanimous decision. One of the judges had it 120-108, the other judge had it 118-110, and another judge had it 116-112, which was surprising in my opinion, because I think INDONGO won virtually every round. You could tell after the first couple of rounds that INDONGO was going to be a nightmare for Ricky Burns. He was very tall, he had long arms, he was gangly, he was a southpaw to add to that, which is even more of a nightmare. And Ricky Burns just couldn't adjust, but that's not surprising in my opinion, because Ricky Burns is a very one-dimensional fighter. Like, he's very good at what he does against the right opponent, but against an opponent like INDONGO, you can't have that kind of style. In my opinion, Ricky Burns should have really got on his back foot and countered somebody like INDONGO, because that's what you got to do, in my opinion, to have any success against INDONGO, because he's one of these fighters, he's got a high work rate, so you got to let him come to you and somehow counter punch him. But Ricky Burns isn't that kind of fighter. He's not known as a counter puncher. He's one of these fighters that likes to come forward with a high guard, straight up and down. And Ricky Burns was trying in there, but INDONGO just seemed to level ahead. And both men were 34 years of age, but INDONGO looked the fresher of the two fighters. He's only had 22 fights, and Ricky Burns has had 48 fights. He's had a long, hard career, very tough fights, and I don't know what Ricky Burns does from here. Does he retire? Does he carry on? Because he is a freeweight world champion, and he's had a very successful career. A career that a couple of years ago looked like it was down and out and finished, and then he came back with a fantastic comeback to pick up a world title again. And tonight, he just lost to the better fighter. INDONGO looks like he's a real problem in the light welterweight division, and coming into this fight, he was a total unknown. But tonight he showed he's a very good fighter, and he's a 2008 Olympian. INDONGO, he's 21-0. He's not a big puncher, but his left hand looked like it carried some power in there, because he was stunning Ricky Burns a couple of times in the fight in a few of the rounds. Ricky Burns looked hurt. And in one of the rounds, the referee was having a close look because INDONGO was landing hard shots on Ricky Burns, and Ricky Burns got hurt. So the referee was taking a close look, as if to say, if Burns carries on getting hit like this, he was going to jump in and stop it. And Ricky Burns has never been stopped in his career. But INDONGO was flicking shots to the body. He had a very high work rate. I think the plan for Ricky Burns was to lose some of the early rounds, because that's the kind of fighter Ricky Burns is. He's a very slow starter, comes on in the mid to late rounds, but I think the game plan was to wait for INDONGO to tire, but INDONGO didn't tire. I could tell he wasn't going to tire. People were saying in the 10th round he had his mouth open, but he was throwing a very high work rate in there, so he is going to be a little bit tired, but he wasn't exhausted. INDONGO, he looked like he could go another 3 or 4 rounds in my opinion, and he just looked the fresher of the two fighters, and it showed tonight. Ricky Burns has been in some hard wars, and it definitely showed tonight. And maybe this is it for Ricky Burns. Even if it is, he can look back and say he's had a very good career. But Julius INDONGO looks like he could be a very tough opponent for anyone. Him and Terence Crawford, in my opinion, would be a very good fight, because Terence Crawford is a switch hitter, so it doesn't matter that INDONGO is a southpaw, but he's a very awkward southpaw, and that could be a problem against any fighter. Maybe against O'Hara Davis as well, because O'Hara Davis has very long arms as well, and that could play a factor into facing somebody like INDONGO. But I think O'Hara Davis needs a couple more fights before he steps up to world level, but that could be a possible future fight for O'Hara Davis if he manages to keep on winning and INDONGO keeps hold of his titles for the foreseeable future. So yeah, this is just my opinion on this fight. Ricky Burns just outclassed by the better fighter tonight. And comment below in the comment section. It's JM.